The Long Beach Transit launched a couple of years ago a Transit Ambassador program to ensure the safety of customers as well as interacting with them. So we're going to be speaking to Transit Ambassador Supervisor Trinidad Huerta. How are you today?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Very well, thank you. So we want to know a little bit more about the Transit Ambassadors. What does it take to become one, and what do you do exactly?
We actually go through a training to basically know exactly what to expect out here when we're out in the field. It takes a pretty much basic training, and also to be out there and be able to communicate with the customers and the community, be able to know how to talk with them and interact with them as to customer service professionals and also transit ambassadors.
The Transit Ambassadors are uniformed personnel. So how do you work with the Long Beach Police? Are you seen as the police as well, because you are like dressed up as security on the buses, or how does that work out?
Actually, when we're on the bus, we're asked sometimes, a couple of times, the kids ask us, "Are you guys police?" We tell them, "No, we're just security for the buses, for the drivers, for you guys, protection on the bus." We try to do as much as we can on the bus for them. If they have any issues, they actually are pretty happy that we're on the buses, because most of them tell us that they feel very protected, very secure on the buses.
And how do the bus operators feel about you being on board as well?
Most of these bus operators are pretty happy for us being up on the buses with them. They actually, sometimes they have a little encounter with a passenger, and when they don't listen, they ask, if we could assist them. So we kind of try to help them out and make sure that everything runs smoothly and they don't get too aggressive with them, which most of the time everything's been running pretty smooth.
And so tell us a little bit about what a typical day looks like for a transit ambassador prior to the pandemic.
Basically starts us by getting our schedule made up. We go up here, hop on the buses, and our typical day is everything is pretty calm. It's so quiet. Everybody gets on the bus. We get every once in a while a fare invader, but nothing that we can't handle. That's our typical day for us. Days now, the way it is now, is like everybody just boards the bus. They just like to ride the bus, and they don't really get into issues with the bus driver. Sometimes it's only got to do with the mask right now. So right now, basically, we all just, we're just there for them. They come inside without the mask. The bus driver tells them, can you please wear your mask? Some of them have an issue, some of them don't. If they have an issue, they start arguing with the bus driver, and all we have to do is just try to figure out a way to approach them and say, I'm sorry, but if you could please wear your mask for the protection of everybody. And they simply do it. They don't give us a problem. Especially, I'm a people person. I like talking to the customers. When I'm sitting on the bus, they're talking to me. We're going on with our conversation throughout the whole bus ride. They like talking to us security because they ask us questions. What bus can I take to get to this destination? We try to help them out as much as possible. My number one is when I give the kids one of these. They just love when they get these stickers. They put it on themselves. They don't want nobody to touch them. They feel like if they're one of us.
Okay, that's amazing. Well, what a great job you're doing, and thank you so much for providing those services to everybody here to ensure the safety, security, as well as like some heartwarming interaction, which I feel like people do need that in this time. Thank you so much, Trinidad Huerta. Was there one more thing you wanted to add?
Actually, yes. Me and my team are doing such a good job out there. I want to also thank them, because if it wasn't for our team that I have now, I don't know if this would be happening. So thanks to my team also.
So there you have it. We're at the Long Beach Transit and Information Center, where we've just spoken to a couple of the transit ambassadors who are ensuring the customers' well-being, safety, as well as having some interaction that we all need in this time just to look after ourselves and each other safely. I'm Yasmin Tanres with Long Beach Local News. For more local news, head on over to the website longbeachlocalnews.com.